Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2 Emperor Edition here today on the channel. We're going to be starting a brand new campaign series as Pergamon. We're going to be forming a Black Sea Empire throughout this series. So, if you like the sound of that, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. That'd be awesome. Also, just a quick tangent here as well. If you've ever watched Hearts of Iron 4 content on the channel, I've made the decision to move all my Hearts of Iron 4 content to a new YouTube channel, SimpzyTotalWar. So if you love Hearts of Iron content, that's where it's going to be living from now on. So there's a bunch of uploads already on there. So go check that out if you want to see more Hoi 4 content. But regardless, let's get stuck into the Pergamon Campaign. Never Let's Played as a Black Seas colony faction before.
Yours is a land of ancient legend, the country of Troy and the Iliad. Your heritage offers little protection against foreign invasion, however. You must defend yourself or be destroyed. The Sardes to the east, the decadent people of Croesus, are your principal foes. Seek allies. Both Bithynia to the north and Rhodes to the south are predisposed towards you and may be amenable to military cooperation. Further allies around the Aegean will be hard to come by, so maintain your defenses, especially against the larger regional powers of Macedon and the Seleucids. Destiny awaits the people of Pergamon. The world shall be yours.
Alrighty, let's get stuck into it. So we're in the ancient lands of what was Troy, which is kind of cool. Haven't played as Pergamon before. A lot of cool ways we can go about this series, and I'm curious to see where we end up. So we've got Nicomedia, Bithynia to the north. We've got Rhodes that we could potentially conquer, depending on what happens with the Seleucids. Will they fall, or will they stay quite strong? We might have to deal with them, and will their vassals rise up against them? But I think dominating the Black Sea, trying to take all the territory around it, is definitely the play, and maybe bringing the other Black Sea colony factions under heel, like Colchis and Chimeria being the dominant power. And then once we're strong enough, we'll go into Greece and deal with that battle royale. Hopefully either Sparta, Athens, Epirus, or Macedon are one of the dominant powers as we go on in. But we've got a lot of good relations with Hellenic factions, of course. Dude, I love playing as a Hellenic faction in this game. They are just so cool and strong. So I am using the same mod list that I'm using for the Carthage Rome 2, my mod pack that I made. And if you do want access to the mod list nowadays, if you become a YouTube member, that's how you get to it. And then you get access to the Discord and the download links if you want to know the mod list that we're running for this series. Along with Reshade, of course. Alright, so I think our best plan of attack is probably to go to north against Bithynia, unless Sardis rebels against the Seleucids. Sometimes there can be an RNG chance of that happening. So I think we'll march north and we'll rally up. Unfortunately, we haven't got the best army at the moment. Mostly militia hoplites and slingers. Dude, I love this unit card mod. It looks so good. What do you guys reckon? Do you reckon this looks better than vanilla? Some people think that they prefer the vanilla unit cards, but I don't know. Out of all the Total Wars, I'm not the biggest fan of Rome 2's vanilla unit cards, to be honest. Alright, diplomacy-wise, yeah, it's a shame that the smaller factions that we're more than likely going to attack are quite literally the ones that are the most friendliest to us. We might be able to try and get some alliances in Greece if we're lucky, but it doesn't look likely. We'll just sort of see how we go. Anyway, let's end the turn and continue and see how we go. So once we get sort of some better quality hoplites, we should be okay. We're going to struggle against Eastern skirmisher factions early on, maybe even other Hellenic factions. If we come up against barbarians, we should be okay. So I think we're going to have to rely on at the moment is some mercenaries just to get them in. Because unfortunately we can't really recruit much from Pergamon itself. And Nicomedia is quite a strong settlement and faction to go against. So we're going to need a rather large army. We'll try and sabotage it. But if we can take control of the Hellespont, that would be really beneficial. Yeah, so it does look like the Seleucids are holding. So we'll take Nicomedia. And, yeah, we might push further north, because we do want those Black Sea territories anyway. Yeah. So we've been drawn into a war against Pontus, which is kind of annoying. But, anyway, we'll fight this one, even though it's an auto resolve. We'll play the first battle of the series, as always. Alright, let's start the assault. Just pissing down with rain. Let's start the deployment. Nice, so a siege to get things underway. Mostly militia hoplites, which aren't the greatest. And we're not going to be able to use our slingers, which are one of our greatest strengths at the moment. So, unfortunately, we weren't able to... Well, there was no option to join in on a war against Bithynia to stop that defensive pact which was created between them and Pontus. So it looks like we're going to be heading northeast along the coast of northern Anatolia firstly. That's what we're going to be focusing on. And once we wrap them up, we could maybe make a play for Rhodes, but we'll see how we go. But there's a couple of ways you can sort of go with this Pergamon campaign. I think striking Bithynia is our closest, nearest target, and probably best bet. But you really could just, like, maybe gobble up some territory in Greece if you wanted. But gonna be uploading a bunch of Total War over the next coming weeks and months. We're gonna be doing a bunch of Let's Plays on the channel as well. As the hoplites move on up. So let me know, Total Wars you want me to play. Feedback and suggestions are welcome. Because I do have a list of series that I want to do. I've literally got a huge fucking Word document that has factions that I've never played as or done Let's Plays on. And Pergamon was on that list. And a lot of you guys recommended this series, actually from the Rhodes series, although that was a long time ago now. A couple months back. Time flies. Yeah. So we'll try and make it a little bit different from that Rhodes series, but naturally we're sort of in the same sort of neck in the woods. I think we'll sort of focus on the Black Sea a little bit more. Alright, so it would have definitely been tactically more viable to auto-resolve this one, as we were like 95% favoured to win, because offensive sieges, you just always take way more casualties, and they seem to be peppering us incredibly effectively with those archers. They're nice. They also have some naval reinforcements coming on in as well. I do quite like the logo of Bithynia. It's like this cool looking centaur. I wonder if there's a mod where you can play as them. That'd be quite fun. But it was sort of a toss-up between the Lusitani. There's a couple other factions I haven't done. Bactria as well. I haven't done a full series on them in quite some time. So maybe they're on the list as well, particularly Rome 2 wise. But yeah, if you're enjoying Rome 2, want to see more on the channel, make sure to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really appreciate it. I do kind of like the burgundy and green aesthetic of Pergamon. Looks quite cool. Pergamon's one of some people's favourite faction. I think it's because it's in the ancient antiquity sort of Trojan lands on the west coast of modern day Turkey. And the snake as well. I can't remember what it's called. It's like, it's similar to the it's whatever fuck's his name, staff. I can't remember. Hippocrates, is that it? Yeah, that's it. I think it's Hippocrates. I could be wrong. I can't even remember it. The snake that curls, because it's on it's the logo of like doctor's stuff as well, isn't it? Anyway, we're slowly but surely advancing, but at the moment they don't seem to be holding very well. They're probably not effectively fighting us in melee attack. It's more or less they're just delaying us and allowing their skirmishers to inflict most of the casualties. Alrighty, some of those skirmishers that disembarked from those ships have now met on the beach, and they're going to fight some militia hoplites. Nice, let's charge them on in. We are going to be able to take Bithynia here today. But it will be with some casualties. And we'll see how we go. Where we expand and conquer, because you never know sometimes. Factions can declare war on you here and there, and you can get pulled into wacky sort of portions of the map. Nice. We've thrown back that amphibious attack. And we're going to be able to make our way off the walls here as well. But yeah, that's what I want to do for this series. I want to basically get all of the surrounding Black Sea territory. All of Ankara, if possible. And Greece under my control. And that would be a really nice Pergamon, Black Seas, coastal Hellenic maritime empire. How's that sound? Alright, we're getting stuck into some cavalry now. As the brave hoplites of Pergamon go into the city streets. And then look, if Rome wants to come into this neck of the woods, they're going to be facing a united Eastern Kingdom. But who knows what's going to happen? Something crazy might happen in Egypt. Rome? I don't know. You never know with Rome too. Alright, we're starting to bring down the banner of Bithynia as our hoplites have made it into the town square. This guy's fighting on top of a fucking box. That shield looks so sick. Alright. So they're starting to capitulate now. There's only 2 units left while we have 7 in the settlement. So we definitely can speed things up, eh? And we're going to claim our first victory of the series. Hell yeah. But you can already see, in an offensive siege, these militia hoplites are garbage. They're fucking trash. But it's understandable. They're a tier 1 unit. Highly expendable. In an offensive siege, not the best. But hoplites never really are. But we do have a pretty cool unit roster, which I can't wait to get access to. And that's it. Close victory. Nice. So we deployed just below 3,000 brave men of Pergamon. We lost 1,000. And we outnumbered them a little over 1,000 as well. They have capitulated. Looking at the casualties sustained and inflicted. Maybe being a little bit harsh. Because 2 of those units got 170. But to be fair, some got a lot less. Our mercenaries really helped us out in that one. Because that's what we're probably going to have to rely on pretty early on. Because our economy is kind of shocking in and around here. And with all these coastal regions, you can be a little bit susceptible to attack and pirates and naval invasions and stuff. So, it's not the easiest territory to defend. Taking this Black Sea territory. But Bithynia has been destroyed, and Nicomedia is now fully under our control. However, we've dragged in Pontus. So, do Pontus want peace? No. Well, that's rather unfortunate. They seem to be at war with Cappadocia, though, or something. I'll move my spy north. Got some unassigned skills here. Whatever. I don't know if it's overly too worth really caring about the skills at the moment for the king, as they're both quite old, him and his brother. They're in their late 60s, which is kind of insane. So we'll just control a merge there. And no, we can't really even afford that shit. We need to make sure that doesn't get turned into a slum. And we're even hemorrhaging a little bit of cash as well. Shit. Oh well, let's end the turn and continue. We might need to make a rapid advance against Pontus, just so we can get some money. Oh, Athens and Epirus are at war. They're a client state of Macedon. Athens. Oh wow, really? Epirus has Larissa. Yeah, none of the Greek states really want a treaty with me. What about Macedon? I'd rather get negotiations with Athens.
We are civilized folk.
But no, it doesn't seem to be. Okay, let's move my spy to Sinope, just to get some intelligence. Okay. Pontus are obviously an eastern faction, so mostly eastern spearmen, which is good. But we're just hemorrhaging cash because those mercenaries. We're in a little bit of a sticky situation because I don't really want to get rid of them because they're so good. But we're not getting that much money. We might need to stop from this military investment and switch over to... civic. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like his brother's mostly going to inherit the future titles. Because he's not married off our faction leader. Nor does he have any children. Pretty old. There must be some law or realism aspect to it. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue on. So... so they lost a piece of territory to the Galatians. Interesting. They still don't want peace. Well, we'll move this army up. Yeah, still don't have the funds to really do anything else. I suppose we move into strike range and see if they attack us. Oh, it's so annoying that we got dragged into a war against them so quickly. Well, maybe seeing as they lost a piece of territory, they might be slightly weakened thanks to the Galatians. Oh, Rhodes is quite happy with me.
Enter, friend.
We will gladly listen to your offers.
Although we have marble, no one really wants to have anything to do with me. We are quite trustworthy, though. Not even our Hellenic brethren, for whatever reason. Ah, well. So be it. You can't make everyone fucking happy. Oh, they attacked me. Nice. Oh, shit. Hang on. That's actually a bit more than what I expected. Oh, shit. They've nearly got 3... Oh, fuck. They definitely outnumber us 2-1. Shit. Alright. Well, let's play this one. It can't be 95% not in my favour. Oh my god. Well, here we go. Make or break. 3 militia hoplites, 3 mercenaries, mostly slingers. We should be okay. But this is going to be a hell of a fight. So... 3 at the front. Maybe actually we hoplite wall them. But then I'd rather the mass if I can get it. So let's go like that. Go with the good old Simpsy fold. And we'll put these skirmishers that can act as a measure to stop the flank. And we'll chuck all the skirmishers in. Alright, let's start the battle. Alright. So if these two armies here were to go toe to toe, it's probably quite even. However,
enemy reinforcements approaching.
I'm curious to see the balance of power when their reinforcements move on in. So we'll try and absorb the frontal approach, try and skirmish them where we can. You do want to try and, once the front lines lock and you're not susceptible to cavalry or getting major casualties on the flanks, you're better to try and swing your slingers around. Because if they can get side or rear shots against units, they absolutely destroy in this game. I'll move up my citizen cavalry, so we'll try and harass some of these eastern slingers. Because although the Hellenic faction and Greek factions in this game have fantastic slingers. The Eastern variant of slingers shouldn't be slept on either. So the Pergamon cavalry is just engaging them. Let's disengage. Now, you do have to be a little bit careful here when you turn your back and give your back to the enemy here, because they can just start peppering you. So we didn't lose much in that initial charge. However, turning, we lost most of our casualties there. So maybe we need to get a little bit further back from that. Okay, so they are attacking me at the end of the day, so we don't need to be aggressive whatsoever. Let's speed things up just for time's sake. Are they going to charge, or what are they doing? No, they're just going to try and skirmish back. I don't mind softening them up, because cavalry in this is going to be a little bit annoying. Oh, for fuck's sake. I know you don't have guard mode on, but fucking oath. You don't want to be doing that shit. Alright, looks like the Eastern Spearmen are about to clash. And we'll pivot these guys here, nice. Alright, here we come. Now, we did have some skirmishers that had a flammable ammunition ability. If you've already got a bunch of skirmishers which are not changing their variation of shot, and you've got like 1 or 2 units with a flammable shot, like fuck it, why not? Why are they turning? Maybe they calculated that if they just continue to charge and grind against the front line, they'll lose. Shit, that's not good. We need them to fully commit, or otherwise we're fucked. Anyway, let's just try and get this cavalry to start neutralizing these eastern skirmishes. Okay, no, one's wavering there, nice. Oh my god, this is going to be way, way too close for my liking. I will try and cycle charge where we can. To be fair, I can't wait to get some better quality cavalry. The Hellenic factions have some of the best. To be fair, even Pergamon, I believe, has their own very heavy shock cavalry, which is incredibly effective. Alright, we've managed to isolate one of these slingers. And let's just get the citizen cavalry to really focus on... Oh my god. The charge was fucking nullified. Shit. Oh. That's what I want to try to avoid. Them coming on in. Now, I know this is a pike unit, but I nearly needed to be a little bit mobile to stop flanks. Okay. Thankfully, we've managed to somehow encourage and egg them on for an attack. Alright, let's move you here. Because if they sat back and started skirmishing us, that would, well, not exactly be the player. Let's drop an Inspire there. I just don't want to go into pike because we're trying to plug that breach, but we're also trying to stop this cavalry unit from carnage. What? Carnage? Causing carnage in our rear line. Carnage. Corn. Blood for the blood god. I do need to get back into that. Warhammer. Warhammer 3. And I will do at some point. Alright. Let's get those slingers there. And they seem to be sending the secondary wave of slingers in. Yeah, so if there weren't cavalry slingers around here, and I felt like my slingers would be vulnerable to attack on the flanks, you are better off to flank them. Alright, nice. Mithridates versing Pergamon. Let's fucking go. Pontus are kind of a hard faction to be at war with this early on. It's kind of fucking sketchy. We're not out of the woods just yet, but... Jeez. Maybe we made a mistake being this ambitious going against Bithynia. Maybe I should have gone down against Rhodes. The problem is I can't attack Sardis. Is it Sardis? Yeah, Sardis. Whatever the fucking vassal is of the Seleucids, because then you bring them in. It's just a little bit tricky because a lot of its alliance blocked off here in Anatolia. To be fair, I don't think I've really seen a dominant Pergamon in quite a few campaigns. They do seem to get the good old Ruffle Stomp. Alright. Now, if we lose our slingers and our ability to skirmish, we're fucking cooked, mate. So, we need to make sure these cavalry units are not destroying us. Our cavalry's now gone kaput. And okay. Come on. Fucking Royal Cavalry. Okay, try and skirmish them. Oh, sorry. Let's flank with you. Same with you. Maybe advance. Alright, we've actually gotten rid of all the cavalry. We might be able to flank with these skirmishers now that I've been talking about. Oh no, hang on, maybe we just better have to focus the blob. A lot of them are wavering. Our brave hoplites are holding against the eastern spear push. Nice. Watch out for this engagement. Maybe even just pivot slightly. Alright. Focus on those slingers from hitting us. Alright. Get rid of them. Start flanking, come on. Oh, we've really got them on the back foot here. Focus on those skirmishers. Holy shit, boys. Come on, come on. We're so close. Ah! Holy fuck. Just a little bit longer. Nice. Come back. Holy shit. We've done it. Boys. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Holy shit. That's gonna be a Pyrrhic victory and a fucking half. How the hell did I pull that one off? Holy shit. The problem is now we're so fucking weak. I don't even know if we can make a play for the city itself. We might need to withdraw and replenish and repair. Because now, although they've capitulated in droves, we don't have any cavalry contingent to run them down. So, unfortunately, some of them will live to see another day. So we lost 1,000, but we, jeez, 3,600 against our 1,800. My God, holy shit! Couple hundred kills each with the skirmishers, teetering on 300 with some. Oh, dude, maybe I've been talking smack about the militia hoplite unit. That one got 260. 261. But nice. We've claimed a really solid victory here today. Let's get rid of the captives. And let's reassess. Yeah, I think we withdraw because there's just too many of them. And the navy there and the garrison. Damn. Although we won the battle, they're probably winning the war overall. Oh god. We are so depleted. And our recruitment is shocking. So, maybe we need to not rely on these mercenaries. They're weak enough not to threaten us. Damn, we worked so goddamn hard for that. Fight. But I just don't think we've just lost too much. We just didn't run down enough to press our advantage. However, we can get some like better quality hoplites eventually. Still need to reorganize Nicomedia slightly. Maybe just bumping up the tax rate might have to do it. Like, we're probably not going to have a rebellion that bad. But it makes a difference. Just getting a handful of more units in. Oh, we've had a noble death. And we got a new faction leader. Yeah, I don't know why the dude was so fucking old. No children either. Oh well. We're not going to have some crazy young Chad of a king that we can have for the entire series, which sometimes happens. We're not going to have some sort of fucking Leonidas character, unfortunately. But we're currently just trying to inflate the economy a bit, charging up the taxes. So they're still quite weak. We just need to sort of out-recruit them if we can, but yeah, although we won that crazy Pyrrhic victory, we're really not going to be able to push an advance from it, unfortunately. So, if they attack us, we're going to have to defend Nicomedia. But we'll see how we go. I'm kind of hoping if the Galatians might put some pressure on them, to be fair. Oh, great. The brothers of Xenophon have a fucking plague. Nice, mate. Alright, let's get some proper hoplites and move away from the militia variant. Move away from our well-regulated militia. They seem to be calculating. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, so we're just trying to replenish and repair, build back up. They could attack us at any moment, so it's worth just keeping an eye and being a little bit cautious at the end turns. But you have been smited by a plague. The Greek gods don't smile upon us. Maybe we need to pray to Hera or Aphrodite or some shit, I don't know. But we're going to make those hoplites, the 650 drachmir or gold variant, our bread and butter of the series. And then once we start taking settlements, we'll use the militia as garrison. Because they're not too bad in auto-resolve. Because they've got nice melee defense. We're also getting most of the Sinope. Oh my god, we lost another faction leader. Holy shit. We're just plowing on through them. Unfortunately, plague and pestilence is spreading throughout Pergamon. As we're nearly back up to full strength before we need to make another play against Pontus. And just as we assign some of these skills, the bloody leaders are dying on out. But once we take Sinope, we should be able to get more trade with various factions, because a lot of these Black Sea territory coastal settlements, they got an abundance of resources on the coast. Let's continue to try and military sabotage them, but we weren't successful, unfortunately. Let's move the new king up. Eumenes II. And what can we get? I think I want hoplites. Thankfully, Nicomedia is the region capital, so we took that first. Colchis, Sinope, and the Galatian held settlement. They aren't that large. But, dude, the plague really hurt us there. Oh, it does look like Galatia are moving on in. Shit. I wonder what they're going to do, because they're surrounded by two sides. Alright. Looks like they chickened on out, potentially, Galatia. Oh, shit. I didn't even see that in the fog of war. So, Pontus have two armies. Shit. Now, we're currently in negative public order, but it still seems far away before there's going to be a rebellion. Can't get any mercenaries here just yet. We can get some of our own mercenary Pergamon Hoplites, which is interesting. We just need the cash. Hopefully my spy doesn't get hurt. Oh, so they've attacked us here. I think we auto-resolve this one. We've already fought against Pergamon here today. Sorry, Pontus. Too many P's. So we're going to throw them back. Nice. Another Pyrrhic victory against them. But we might have lost too many again there. Shit. The amount of Greek lives lost over Sinope. Holy shit.
Swift and silent as a shadow.
Okay. Well. Let's merge everyone. Oh god, we are so light. We're going to need those reinforcements in. Chuck the slingers in. Let's just try and get those hoplites. Move the cavalry unit up, because that will just help us out at auto-resolve wise. Nice. Let's get rid of the two armies now, hopefully officially. And then we'll make a play for the city itself. Nice. And I guess we just get some of those javelinmen. Like, fuck it, why not? Oh, they do have the movement, but the zones are kind of cooked. Oh, they actually moved away. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, they took that Galatian territory. Oh, shit. Maybe they do have some more military forces. Dude. I'd recommend it. Don't underestimate the power of Pergamon. And, well, Pontus this early on in the game. Holy shit. We're really trading with them quite a bit. Oh, hang on. They might have withdrawn. Nice. Dude, we are so weak fighting over this. Nice, we've got the Ulysses mysteries going on. Maybe they don't have that much of an army there, from what we can see. Anyway, we'll move everyone in. And can we take this goddamn settlement? Oh shit, we lost that other army. Fuck it, no, we're losing so many boys. Well, let's replenish and repair where we can. Dude, I'm really tempted to sue for peace. Let's get rid of these mercenary hoplites. Just because they cost so much. Potentially. We might even try and sue for peace. If they're amicable.
Not known as
Hey. Yeah, they just don't want peace, unfortunately. Got to keep an eye now on Galatia and Cappadocia. Or Cameria likes me, so maybe just try and get trade with them. Nice. We'll sign a non-aggression pact. We'll eventually betray them. But currently, we're probably going to be more than likely at war with Galatia, Cappadocia, and Pontus beforehand. So now that we've got marble and wood, we should be able to start flogging those resources overseas, while we seem to be importing Cimmerian Crimea wine, which sounds delicioso. Oh, Epirus want trade. Wow. That will piss off Athens and Macedon, which are in an alliance block against Alexander's ancestors on his mother's side. But I need as much trade as we can get, because, like I mentioned earlier on in today's part, our economy is shit. Okay, I think that's it. I think we've exhausted any other potential trade around the Aegean. Oh, dude, they have Massacre as well? Their border gore is kind of all over the place, to be fair. Well, let's get rid of these mercenaries, because I think we've got enough to defend if an army comes up. And I think they're... Thankfully, they seem to be really quite preoccupied with Galatia and Cappadocia, so... Oh, they've actually even lost that territory. Okay, so hopefully Eumenes II can have a long and successful line. Let's get another army here in Nicomedia, as we have the money to do so. We have a small army in Sinope, and we're still at war with Pontus. They still don't want peace. However, there's Cappadocian and Galatian territory separating us, so we might, to be fair, go to war with them. Unfortunately, a small Pontus army has attacked us here in Sinope, but thankfully we were able to throw it back. The architect. We can import an important architect character. We can refuse and get the 1,000, but I think we'll hire the nobleman's daughter. I think that would be a good idea for us, because we can adopt them into the family tree. Okay, well, skipped slightly ahead. We've got a proper army now. We've had no other attacks from Pontus, and I think it's probably not a bad idea to make a play against Galatia in Ankara, because they're still sort of fighting it out. Pontus, oh my god, at war with so many factions. They might be... Oh, they're going to accept. Nice. Alright, well... I'll sue for peace and then I'll join the war against Ankara, because that is such a key and strong settlement if we can get it under our control in the north. Nice! With a quick surprise attack, we've taken their capital. They weren't expecting an attack from the north. They literally have put all their forces on the border, except for the north. That's hilarious. Because they're fighting Sardis, Pergamon, and now Pontus. Holy shit. Well, we'll continue to get more reinforcements, but we might just sort of have to defend in Ankara. We'll see how we go. Well, let's see how they react. Thankfully, they're going to start losing casualties, as they don't have any pieces of territory. Oh, they didn't actually attack, though. Colchis and Pontus trespassed against me. That's infuriating. Alright, let's get a muster field there. Okay, I think we're good. We might look to target one of these then. So which one's the largest? That one is. Okay, let's hit this one. We need to stop this raiding. It looks like it's the Galatian Queen. Alright, let's fight this one on the field. The Battle of Galatia, 251 BC. Should be able to make quick work against the barbarian scum. Their ancestors left Gaul a long time ago, and they're not going to have any help here. I do quite like the Galatian enclave. It's kind of cool that there's this Gallic peoples in the center that really don't have any connection to the Pontus, Pontic, and Hellenic world. Alright. Maybe I should play as them at one point. That'd be cool. Because although the barbarian factions are quite cool, like Germany, the Swabi and the Marcomanni and stuff, they're just so far north that there's not much action up there. Because most of the stronger factions and where all the crazy wars sort of happen in Rome too, they happen in and around the Mediterranean, the Italian peninsula, Greece and Egypt. Like, that's where you want to be in this game, rather than fighting in some shitty little fuck-off village in the middle of nowhere in Denmark at the edge of the world, which is so poor in resources at this time period. That's my thinking to it. That's why some of the barbarian factions, although the rosters don't really interest me, like, I don't know. Forming a Belgae kingdom doesn't really appeal to me. Alright, let's move up. Like, sort of the central hubs in the ancient world are in and around this area where we're operating in. Alright. Here we go. Things are about to kick off soon. Still slowly but surely advancing. Some skirmisher fire is ringing on out. Thankfully our boys have lifted their shields up nice and high. Most of the rocks are ricocheting off the round shield. And we could probably give out some attack orders as well. Let's get the flank on as well. Now, the main thing to watch out for barbarian factions, if they've got decent swordsmen, noble cavalry and oathsworn, that's the main thing. So, we'll get the skirmishers probably to focus on them. Because even if you surround them with like 4 or 5 hoplite units, those oathsworn, they can still really pack a punch. Well, we've managed to get most of the army to commit towards the front line. And let's get our big old flank on, baby. Alright, let's go here as well. Nice. We're starting to mount the pressure on them. We're pinching them, boys. We're pinching them real good. But we've got to be a little bit careful because we can't lose too many casualties, as we're still at war with Pontus. We've got to watch out for them. Okay, so far, we're slowly but surely building up, conquering, and having the rise of Pergamon, bringing them back on the world stage. Dude, we are crushing them. Perfect, nice. There we go. God, I love Rome too. just a solid game. Never get sick of it. Alright, swing around here, skirmishing quite well. Some of the skirmishers are pulling back. We seem to be being a lot more successful on this left flank here. Left side than the right. Come on. Now, I can't wait to use them a bit more, but the Pergamon heavy shock cavalry are fan-fucking-tastic. Although our hoplites have taken some damage, they're still pretty decent. Alright, they've capitulated. Let's try and run down the rest. They're really starting to hold then. Oh no, now they're starting to waver.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Come on. Just a little bit longer. Nice. Okay, let's just try and run down as many of them as we can, because they are raiding us, to be honest, and we do have cavalry to effectively run them down. And because we surrounded them so well, we've probably slowed them from moving about. Our skirmishers were getting some shots off there. Perfect. Oh, I don't think they're going to get those Galatian swords, and I think those guys are going to escape. Ah, just in time. Close victory. We lost 1,000. So we only outnumber them by about 800 or so. Not too shabby. Well, I've played for about an hour or so here today, and I've got to sort of wind and wrap things up. So thank you very much for watching episode 1 of the Total War Rome 2 Emperor Edition modded Pergamon Campaign. Gotta say a huge thank you as well to this month's YouTube channel members. Massive thank you to Divine Overhand, Mikey, Eric, Chuckles the Hut, Green Nero 1, Dimitri H, and Hector Bay. I really appreciate those guys. But so far, pretty successful episode here today. Would have liked to make some more inroads into Anatolia, maybe some more territorial gains, just because of the amount of battles we've fought. But we're currently undefeated. We've lost a lot, but we've managed to bring Ankara, Sinope, and Nicomedia under our control. We've got really good relations with the Black Sea colonies, so maybe we're better off to make trade and maybe confederate with them potentially, or maybe vassalize them. I don't know. Unfortunately, it looks like most of the Seleucid vassals are not declaring their independence, and they're saying standing loyal to them. So maybe the Seleucid's going to be quite strong in this series. I don't know. And Greece hasn't really fallen either. Rhodes doesn't look like an option anymore to invade. So I'm curious to see where we sort of expand and conquer in this series, where we sort of get dragged to. But I'm curious to know your feedback and suggestions, of course, and maybe even some tips and tricks if you guys, and advice if you guys have played Pergamon before, because I haven't played them before. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for episode 2 coming out the exact same time tomorrow. And yeah, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.